Ashley, long time no see. It's been like a hot minute, right, since I actually did something online live in front of you. First of all, I just want to say thanks to all of you guys that have reached out, wished us well, prayed for us. It was your thoughts, intentions, and prayers that really carried us through the last 2.5 weeks. So thank you so much. I'm happy to announce that my girl is in her, for now home, and we feel just incredibly proud and confident that she's going to just blossom and grow so much. We miss her terribly. I miss her terribly. But I think my emotions of just being this proud mama completely just overshadow that. So just really, really excited for her. I can't wait to see how much growth and all of the wonderful things she's going to learn, and to be able to bring that healing here back to our community. So I'm really excited about that. For those of you who are new to our space, I'm Romelia, the co-founder, CEO of Casa Walters Essentials. We're in the business of helping you feel better, helping you choose natural solutions for your health, and just in the business of helping you change your life. So what we're going to cover today is twofold. One is to give you a complete rundown of all the wonderful specials that are taking place this month. There's still plenty of time for you guys to get in there, especially members, current members, to get in there and get your free balance, and I'll talk more about that. But it's also, a great month to explore doTERRA. We have some amazing products that just launched. We have an amazing community of support to help you be successful in your new healthy lifestyle, natural lifestyle. So yeah, I'm just really excited to share this with you. When this actually came about, when this was announced, the new products anyway, we were still traveling. So it was really impossible for me to actually, let me see this right here. It was really impossible for me to actually dive in and get to see and experience these oils. There was just too little time on the road. Our, connectivity was really crazy and challenging, and it just took me a while to get back and get into the groove of things. I'm still transitioning into a at-home schedule. We actually started our homeschooling schedule last week, and that just went off like your typical high school first day of school, first week of school. So we're still playing with our schedule and getting really comfortable with it. But I'm really excited to share this with you today. I can't wait, honestly, to try some of these products for myself and see how it changes our lives at home. I did have an opportunity to experience them firsthand, so I'll be sharing that with you. But first of all, I wanted to get through our October promotions, and I really do love the beginning of the month. I love the transition into something new. We're able to learn from the previous month, learn from past experiences, opportunities, things that didn't happen that you wished happened. And then a new month comes around and you're able to just really dive into all the possibilities. So as you transition, because we're still towards the beginning of October, as you transition into this month and into fall, just keep an open mind for any new opportunities and experiences that may come your way. I'm a firm believer that things happen for a reason. And most of the time it is to teach us, if not all the time, to teach us a lesson and just to make us better people. So October promotions, really great. Thank you, the doTERRA gods, for putting this together. One, because this is our product of the month, and I am down to my last bottle here. This is something that my family has used since we began our doTERRA journey. It's our grounding blend, and it has a beautiful blend of frankincense, spruce, hoe wood, which we can't buy individually, blue tansy, which has this amazing, this amazing property to not only, calm the senses, but really support our nervous system. Blue chamomile is also very grounding and not available as an individual oil. We do have Roman chamomile, but blue chamomile has just a little different chemistry. And then osmanthus, which is a flower, and it's just really grounding too. We really, really, really love this blend. It's something that every person in my family has used, including our pups. This is what allows us to take these long trips with our dogs. It's in Rudy's blend, and I'll be sharing that with you guys on Wednesday for our next Wellness Wednesday. So this you can diffuse or use it topically. Putting a little bit on the bottoms of your feet every morning before you get your day started. It's just a really great way to center you, to get you grounded, to take on your day. This is wonderful in the diffuser. Something that I like to pair balance with is lime. Those two together just do something for me. And for our current members this month, it is free with your LRP order of $125 if you place it by the 15th. So it's a beautiful oil. It's perfect for, you know, allowing transition to come in. It grounds you, it stills you, and it definitely makes it easy to get up and go out and do the things you need to do in the morning when you prepare your morning with it. So it's free for you guys that already are members with your LRP placed by the 15th. And I'll be talking more about that particular oil at our next Wellness Wednesday. So this month, doTERRA is giving us a free bottle of Adaptiv Calming Blend capsules. Now, if you've been hanging around this group for a while in our community, you will know the power of this supplement. This was by far one of the best health tools we had when the world was shut down and went crazy. This helped my husband to get up every day and go to work and dealing with the public and not being so reactive. This has been very supportive for my girls who really do like this and find a lot of benefit. What I love about this capsule is that it not only helps us to deal with the day, but it also helps with the physical effects of those stressful moments. Because anybody here that has had, you know, a sense of overwhelm, you end up feeling it, right? You feel it in your tissues and your bones, and you're just so exhausted and it hurts sometimes. At least that's been my personal experience. I don't have that often. I'm pretty good at gauging my environment, knowing when I need to remove myself from it. But, you know, some days I get caught off guard and I'm very reactive and my stress level rises and I can feel it. So this really helps to just remove that physical, you know, that physical effect of stress. So it definitely supports your mood. Sorry, my alarm was going off. It definitely supports your mood, kind of keeps yourself balanced throughout the day. It's got amazing calming properties, and it also has some GABA in there. So GABA is really important for our coping capacity. So this is what really helps us to get to that point of, okay, I'm not going to freak out right now. I'm just going to deal with it and move on. This is also great for people who have a really tough time falling asleep. Our Serenity soft gels are amazing for sleep. And if you just need a little bit extra, take one of these along with Serenity, and even a Copaiba if you're really struggling for sleep. And it is just going to calm your body, calm your nervous system, calm everything about you. So this is free to everyone who places a 100 PV order. So this could be for our you current members who are placing your LRP by the 15th. You know, get it up to 180 and they're going to throw this in for free. For those of you that are just getting started with doTERRA, a couple of our kits are already at that level of 100 PV. So this will be added to your order automatically. And if you'd like to learn more about the Adaptiv system, because this is one of 3 products of this beautiful blend, this is the one that we can take internally in it because it's just been designed that way. All the oils that were chosen here are specifically chosen to help us cope and deal with daily stresses. But you can learn more about the Adaptiv system at the link CWE Adaptiv System. And I'll be sure to post all these links that you're going to see throughout this presentation below this video. So wherever you're watching it, whether it's in our online private community or if you're watching it on YouTube, you'll be able to access those resources as well. October is Pink Month, right? And I do believe, since I've been a member of doTERRA, since doTERRA's been in my family, we've always been able to get pink pepper at 10% off. So I typically throw in 3 or 4 of these bottles on my order just so that I can have them throughout the year. It's got amazing support for our immune system. It helps us with a healthy metabolism, and it provides amazing cellular health. For the sake of compliance, I can't tell you the type of cellular support that pink pepper gives you, but let's just say that it promotes the body's own healing processes. One of the ways that I like to use pink pepper is either by dry brushing or making a Tata spray and spraying the girls, you know, just to really support breast health. And when you take it internally, like a veggie capsule, it does support a healthy metabolism. One of our friends, one of our members of our community, she introduced me to pink pepper, wild orange, and I want to say peppermint was in there, a drop in water, and it was just so flavorful. So if you have trouble, you know, drinking water, add some of this in orange and peppermint into your water. It just tastes so delicious. Kind of feels like you're at a spa. So it's 10% off all month long. So go ahead and just add that to a bottle or 2 to your order. It's really worth it. Absolutely. So this month, they're still going to continue our free membership, and actually they're going to prolong it to the end of the year. This is such a wonderful and, you know, unique way to get started for many people because you get to choose your own dream kit. You know, we have some beautiful starter kits, we really do, but sometimes that's just not what some people are looking for. Maybe you want to go and order something very specific to what's going on with you. Yeah, our 10 oils in a book are going to take care of 80% of our health needs, but sometimes we want something more specific. So this is a way that you can continue getting a free membership, a free 1-year account, wholesale account with doTERRA, and you can pick and choose what products. So your order does have to be 150 PV, but this is going to give you your free membership and free shipping. And if you add 30 PV more to that, you're going to get the free Adaptiv as well. So it's really a great way to get started. If you're not sure, you know, that you want to get the 10 oils in a diffuser or jump in, you know, and redo your whole home and health with a natural solutions kit, you can pick and choose. Like maybe you're looking at supporting hormone health. You know, for women, maybe you want to try that women's kit, or maybe you want your children, you know, you're focusing something on your children, or you want to support your fitness, whatever. You can pick and choose and design your own dream kit so that, you know, you're buying something that's going to serve you, right? So again, if you're interested in this, you can head over to, I don't see the link here, but I will definitely post that below. But you can also reach out to me, and I'm happy to sit with you and go over, you know, and helping you choose, go over all the products and helping you choose what's best for you. So this is still available to us, a limited time offer until, I think what it is, there's an expiration date on these for February and March of next year. And so they're trying to get it off the shelf so that, 1, they don't go to waste, and 2, people actually use them and get benefit from them. We love them. When this was first released, I think probably at the beginning of September or somewhere right along there, I made sure to order, you know, some for our trip, and it was just the best thing that I could have done. I've already depleted our stock, so I have one of those sanitizing wipes, the packs. One of them lives in the van. I have another one here, and then I love the individuals to put into our first aid kit or to put into our bags, backpacks, our, you know, our day bags. Hiking anytime, and they just work really wonderful. I like that they don't have a residue on them, because I've used wipes before, even those that said that they were water wipes. and they left a residue on my hands that I didn't care for. But these are very cost effective right now, and I love that they're biodegradable. It's not going to be something that just hangs out forever and ever and ever. Amen. It does have, they're infused with our On Guard blend, so that you know that they're doing some wonderful things to protect you against those common germs that we may find lying around everywhere, and even have some health benefits, because we already know the power of On Guard, right? So add these to your order. They're very inexpensive. I think like the 50 pack was, I think it's retailing for just over $8 or some crazy thing like that. But there's still some available. If they're not 50% off, it will show you the amount when you go onto your online store. It'll show you just the amount. It won't show you an amount with a line in it. But yeah, so grab them while you can. These have been going on now for about almost a month. So my guess would be that their stock is depleting of these that are 50% off. But these are just a great addition. It's awesome to have, great in classrooms, great at your desk. Like I said, the individually wrapped for backpacks and purses, even keeping some at your desk. So, new products. As I mentioned before, I did have an opportunity to experience these in person. Because we were traveling, I missed that, you know, I just wasn't focused on getting all the new stuff and wanting to, you know, it was just crazy, right? I'm focusing on my family, which is not crazy, and just enjoying the time together. So our new products, these were released at our convention. So every year, doTERRA has a global convention where they release new products. And I've said it before, and you may have heard it from others, but doTERRA is very intentional, not just with, you know, their promotions, but they're intentional with their products. Just because there's something out there available, we're not going to go in and try to create the same thing and make it better according to our standards. It's not like that at all. It's really intentional, and the products that they put out is because it's something that we need right now. So I just appreciate that from doTERRA, and I absolutely love these new products. I'm so excited to share them with you. All right, so first up, like I mentioned, there is a there's a convention, and this kit was available to order with a couple of more freebies in there if you were attending convention in person. So honestly, I haven't been to one yet. It seems like every time that convention rolls around, there's something going on in another part of my life. And that's part of the balance. You know, I had to deal with that. If this year it was taking my girl cross country, no regrets whatsoever. But, you know, maybe next year I'll make it to convention. And I'd like to take some of you with me. So, you know, think about that. Anyway, so our post-convention tour kit has all of the new products that doTERRA released, except for our Jasmine, which I'll talk a little bit more about that here in a bit, because it's not really new. It's just now permanent. But anyway, if you see here, these are all the new things that were released, and it's really an exciting time to be a part of doTERRA right now. First up is our guaiac wood. So I have my notes, so if you see me looking down, that's what I'm doing. So this is used centuries. This particular tree has been used for centuries by Native Americans and other cultures in their wellness practices and religious ceremonies. It's harvested, guaiac wood is harvested from the heartwood of the Bonicia sarmientoi. It's sometimes called Palo Santo. Now, what you see on the market of Palo Santo is not what this particular oil is. That tree, the Palo Santo tree, is a protected species. So whatever you're seeing on the market is not ethically sourced. When you go online to your Amazon store and you purchase this essential oil, or you purchase it through another company, that is not what this wood is. We would never, doTERRA would never go in and harvest you know, in massive quantities, something that is protected and sacred, at least to the people in that area. So I really appreciate what doTERRA does. And it's the reason that my family's here, because I just value, I have very strong core values about respecting, you know, others and practices and beliefs. And doTERRA just falls right along with that. And I just really appreciate that. Anyway, so the common one that you find online, that's harvested in Peru, Venezuela, and or Ecuador. And again, this is a protected species. So what the guaiac wood, where we harvest it, where doTERRA is harvesting this wood, is in Paraguay. So there's a beautiful forest there, the Chaco Forest, and it has just acres and acres and acres of this beautiful tree. However, before doTERRA got involved with the conversation about 5 years ago, a lot of that forest was being cleared for, you know, development. And there wasn't any consideration being taken to replenish or, you know, remove trees at a sustainable rate. So when doTERRA got involved in the conversation, that was really important to make sure that this is a sustainable product, one, but that we're doing less harm. So I really love that. So now with the partnership that doTERRA has with the local farmers in that area, with that community, doTERRA pays a lease for the land where this oil, this tree is being harvested, in order to keep it protected from being cleared in that manner. Only 2 trees are harvested every 20 years. That's part of that sustainability model that doTERRA has really worked hard with that community to implement. But the beauty is that the young trees, the tree in general has a very strong root system, and the young trees, as they're growing, they eliminate more carbon from the atmosphere than the older trees. So it's a beautiful collaboration, a beautiful partnership, and we end up with this beautiful essential oil. This is 90% sesquiterpene, so it's very grounding. I love this oil. I found it really, really interesting how my husband and I both tried it, put it on the back of our hands and held it. You know, I'm trying to lick it off my hands, but like about 5 minutes later, it still smelled very woody and on my husband. But for me, there was a very light, I don't know, it was kind of citrusy floral aroma to it, a scent, just a, you know, one of those like an aftertaste kind of thing. I don't know how to describe it. It just blew my mind away at how different it was for both of us. But we both felt that same grounding experience from it. Anyway, so the sesquiterpenes in there, because it's so rich in that, this oil is a semi-solid at room temperature, and this is kept warm for about 3 months. It takes about 1 to 3 months for the aroma to actually mature. So it's kept warm for that whole period of time before it's bottled. I just think it's a fabulous oil, and I can't wait to actually own it. This is available now on October 1st, since October 1st, I should say. And one of the most interesting things about this oil is that when it's chopped down, the heartwood from where this essential oil is extracted turns blue because of the oxidization. So it's just fascinating. I love it, and I think you guys will love it too. Something to incorporate, like I can already see myself on those Sunday mornings when I'm doing my reflections, or even in my daily routine, my morning routine, that, you know, when I'm focusing and doing some self-development, doing some journaling, I can totally smell this already. I know it's going to become a big part of my routines. So like I said, this is available now, and wholesale $20. So the next brand new oil that was released was Supermint. This one is because people just love mint. Since an interesting fact, since 2021, there were over 6 billion bottles of peppermint and spearmint sold. That just blew my mind. And peppermint has been like one of the very first oils that doTERRA put out in the very infancy of their company. And it's been one of the best selling oils since then. you'll find that it's in our starter kits because it's such a very well-known and very versatile oil. So Supermint is a blend. Okay, so it's a blend of different peppermint species. So this has 4 types of mint plants in there. You have peppermint, Japanese peppermint, bergamot mint, and spearmint. So all of these are grown and harvested with small-scale farmers in northern India. So having this blend available to us goes back and supports that area in India who it was in need of some type of economic influx. So menthol has been synthetically produced since the 70s, and because of that, we do see small-scale farmers like those that we work with really suffer hardships. But with this particular blend coming out, it doesn't only give us, the super powerful mint blend. It also helps those farmers too. So let's see. What can we use this for? Well, we can basically use this like we would use any mint oil. It's great for digestion. It's great for opening the airways, clearing the airways. It helps with healthy inflammation response. It really warms the muscles. Even though you can feel that cooling sensation of the menthol that's in there, it still, warms up the muscles, gets that circulation going. And this is available in 3 forms. It's available in the oil that you see there on your screen in a 15 ml bottle. It's available in a 10 milliliter touch roller blend, and it's also available in a beadlet, like your peppermint beadlets and your On Guard beadlets. It's in that same form. This is available for individual purchase in January of 2023. So the only way that you can get this right now is with that post-convention kit. And then we have Spanish sage here. So this comes from a small evergreen shrub. That's grown in the mountains of Spain. And there are over 1,000 species of sage in the world. And it's been used, like, think about it, it's sage in your home. It's been used for thousands of years for different reasons. Sage, I recognize, of course, that urban cooking, but, primarily here where we live, we see a lot of saging. It's used in wellness and religious practices. I have a friend who takes them to, our pop-up markets, and I'm like, come on and sage my space over here so we can have some good juju. And I just love it. I'm not one for smoky aromas, and I'm not a fan of that because I always end up with a sore throat. But with sage, that doesn't happen for me. And I'm so grateful because I really do love the smell. This is considered a brain oil. So think about how wonderful rosemary is for brain health, how wonderful bergamot is for brain health. You multiply that. I mean, and that's what Spanish sage does. There's some studies that show that sage, the chemical component in sage is the 1,8-cineol. This right here has been shown to improve cognitive function, like memory and recall. And it also helps to, it also affects your mood. So you're a little bit more focused, you're alert, you're calm. This was a study that was done with this particular oil, and it really showed improvements in those areas after using this oil. So this will be great for, your college kids who are prepping for, their midterms. You can diffuse this, smell it from the bottle. This is just wonderful for that support. So the thing about Spanish sage is that it doesn't have those harmful constituents that you would find in common sage. So this one you could use internally as well as topically and aromatically. So I really do love that. Taking oils internally has been our #1 way of taking oils in our home, of using oils in our home. And to be able to add this to our our daily blend of essential oils. I'm just really excited for that. So let's see, what else can I tell you about this? It's just really supportive of memory, cognitive function, focus. And like I said, it's available in March of next year. So if you want to grab some of this now, you can only do so through the post-convention kit. All right, the last one that's on this page is our eucalyptus essential oil blend. Now, we've had eucalyptus for a really, really, really long time. Personally, it's one of our must-have oils for my family. When we first started using essential oils, I did a deep dive to help my son who has, respiratory issues. So when I started doing that research, I kept coming up. I kept seeing all of this support for utilizing eucalyptus, aromatically. So it's become a really important oil for my family. Now it's just better. I did notice with the aroma, I don't know, it smelled cleaner to me. I don't know if that makes any sense. I love eucalyptus. It's like I said, it's a very important oil for us, but the aroma of this blend, it was cleaner for me. I was able to I couldn't really smell a difference, just only that it was cleaner. I don't know. So now, instead of having one species of eucalyptus that is sourced for the eucalyptus oil, we now have 5 species of it. And we've used some of these before. Pardon me. Like our eucalyptus radiata, we've had that before. That's in our, I do believe in our Breathe or On Guard. That's harvested from South Africa and Australia. We've used the eucalyptus globulus that comes out of Rwanda, and the eucalyptus kochi that comes out of Australia. The 2 new species that are in this blend. I'm not even going to try to say that really long one, unless you guys want to laugh today. Loxophleba subspecies lysoploia. There you go. It's being just shortened to Loxlys. I really like that. And then there's a eucalyptus polybractea. So both of those new species are harvested in Australia, and it really supports that whole sustainability of eucalyptus. One of the benefits of having a blend with different species, just like we do with our frankincense, one is sustainable. It's something that we can consistently, produce over time, but also it protects our sourcing. So if there is something that affects one species of that tree or plant or what have you, it doesn't affect the production of that oil. It's not catastrophic, right? So I'm really excited to tell you that this is available now. And it actually, if eucalyptus is on your LRP, or if you've ordered it since, I don't know, whenever, I don't remember when the convention was. It was available then. They had been slowly transitioning to this new blend. So it's perfect. It's perfect timing for us. Like I said, this is something that we have in our home all the time. It's just a beautiful oil. Definitely for anyone in your family that has any kind of respiratory concerns, diffuse this daily. You'll see some massive improvements. So the other new products that were released is On Guard Sanitizing Gel. Now this is really exciting. Yes, it's a gel, and it's made with an ethanol. It's a plant-based ethanol, I should say, ethyl alcohol, that is 70% plant-derived, and it kills 99% of our germs. So this doesn't contain any of those harmful things that you find in all of these gels that just, companies were born a couple of years ago just by marketing, sanitizing gel. But we also saw that there were a lot of companies that were putting out toxic products on the shelves, and it was harming people. So I'm not one. I am not a fan of sanitizing gels. I'll just put it out there. We make our own. So I'm happy that this is one less thing that I will have to make at home now. because we still make our sanitizing spray, still buy it, still reuse our bottles, because we just go through a lot of that, or I end up giving things away or losing them, what have you. Anyway, so I digress. But anyway, this kills so many different things. I can't even pronounce the things that they kill, that it kills: E. coli, staph, salmonella, something, pseudomonas, something that causes infection in blood, something else that causes respiratory infections, and then something else that causes pneumonia, urinary tract infections, and then strep. So it's very versatile in what it attacks and kills, and this will make a great addition to those backpacks as well. Some people don't like the spray. This is a great substitution for that. And it's really inexpensive. It's available now, and it's only $7.50 a bottle. And knowing how doTERRA works, you probably don't need that much for it to be effective. All right, so the next thing we have are hair strengthening shampoo and conditioning bars. Now, I have to tell you, I'm a skeptic about this. I'm not quite sure how this is going to work for us. We have a lot of hair in our family, right? Curly hair, coarse hair, very thin, fine hair. So I'm not quite sure yet how this is going to work for us, but I will tell you what I love about it. I love the packaging. I love that we're eliminating plastic here, which goes back to doTERRA's core value of do more with less. But the feedback that's coming back from these is that the majority of people are having really great response for it, because what's in it, you have rosemary and peppermint and mint oil in there, but there's also fermented rice water. I actually had never heard of that before until I started learning about this product. And apparently fermented rice water has been used for centuries. Go figure. It strengthens hair, smooths out hair, it improves the hair texture. So that's what's really intriguing me about this. And I'm excited to try it for that purpose. Of course, there isn't anything in there that is harmful to us or or the environment. It doesn't contain sulfates, yay, parabens, yay, phthalates, silicones, synthetic fragrances, or dyes. So I just really love it for that reason. I like to make soaps. I've never thought about making a shampoo soap, or bar. So I'm really excited to try this. I can't wait to smell it. I love the way rosemary smells. And if you know rosemary, you know it's wonderful for hair health. And then mint too is wonderful for the scalp. So it adapts to all types of hair needs, and it replaces a bottle. Each bar replaces a bottle, a plastic 8.5 ounce bottle. I love that it's vegan friendly, and I love that it's cruelty free. That just really speaks to me on a whole different level. So this is available now, and you can add them to your order. It is, let's see, they're $17.25 each, and they last quite a long time if you take care of them. Somebody still has them almost fully looking, they look full, like brand new in their shower after 3 weeks. So I'm really excited to try it. We'll see. I always kid around that if you want to know how your product works, let the Walters family try it out for you. We'll be part of your focus group, because if it can break, my kids can do that. And if it sucks, we're going to tell you. Anyway, so the next thing, Hope Touch. So this has definitely been around for a while, and it's an oil that was developed to support our healing hands efforts of human trafficking. It's been reformulated, and it now has a different purpose too. So let's see, this now includes wild orange, cedarwood, lemon petitgrain, that's an interesting one, pink pepper, bergamot, sandalwood, vetiver, and magnolia. It also has 2 kinds of jasmine in there. You have the jasmine absolute and the sting distilled essential oil. So this is a really beautiful blend just by the oils that are listed. And what makes it even more, one of those oils that you have to have in your cart is that 10% of every purchase is donated to doTERRA Healing Hands to fight human trafficking and victimization. So what I really love about the efforts of Healing Hands and human trafficking, it's just not, you know, removing people from those dangerous and just God awful situations, but they also provide aftercare, because it's obvious people are going to need tons of assistance and therapy to reacclimate, right? So I really do love that. And for those of you that are familiar with Hope, it now has a 25 PV. So even more reason for you to buy it. I love it. I love the story behind it. I love the purpose behind it. And I can't wait to try it because there's a couple of new oils in there than the original blend. So this is $25 and it's available now. All right, so the last thing in this kit is jasmine. So we've had Jasmine Touch out for a really, really long time. I love it. If you've never tried the Jasmine Touch, it does beautiful things for your face, for your skin, and it smells wonderful. I'm not a floral person. I've mentioned that before, but jasmine doesn't offend me. It doesn't offend me. So I like it. It's called the King of Flowers. And back in 2021, was it? Yeah, April 2021, doTERRA released the first ever jasmine essential oil. So this hadn't been done in about 600 years because it's just really difficult to do. The jasmine flowers are very delicate, and you can only, you know, harvest them one at a time at midnight, a certain time of the year, because that's when the blooms are at their most aromatic. And it takes 60,000 jasmine blossoms to produce one itty bitty jar of 2.5 ml jasmine essential oil. So this is a really difficult oil to steam distill. So if you're buying something online that says it's jasmine essential oil, know that there's something else in there, or it's synthetic. It's too hard to distill this oil and be able to buy it for $10 online. It just doesn't happen. So I really appreciate the effort that goes into all of these oils. And we do have an exclusive sourcing partnership with farmers and distillers in Egypt for this. So not only are we benefiting with a beautiful essential oil, but we're also, in return, every purchase that we make are helping those small-scale farmers again. And it's going to that sustainability, creating a sustainable environment of product here. So we're not over harvesting, we're not damaging the source, and we're actually helping people, you know, creating jobs in those areas. So it's now available as a permanent product. That 2 milliliter bottle there is 150 wholesale. I can show you how to get that for free. I haven't paid for an expensive oil in doTERRA since I first bought Yarrow Palm. I get my oils for free. And when this is available to purchase with my points, I will definitely get that. But it's now available October 1st. I can see people that, you know, practice meditation, those that work in spas and salons. This would make a really great addition to your facials or any kind of skincare routine. And it just smells just lovely. So this is available too. And let's see, I think that may be it, right? Yes, because I show you here the post-convention toolkit again. So current members, if you choose to purchase this post-convention toolkit, you're going to get a free balance oil and free Adaptiv capsules added to your order if you order via LRP and place it by the 15th of October. New members, those of you that are new to doTERRA and you're like, man, I want to try this. And you'll see that there's a chunk in the center that I haven't talked about yet, but I will, because that's a whole different conversation we need to have. But you'll see that you can get all of this. You can get started with doTERRA this way, and it's also going to include a free membership, your free Adaptiv, and then of course this order qualifies anybody for free shipping. So it's just a wonderful way to get started if you're new to doTERRA, because you get to have all the new products that are out, and then you get to get a hold of this wonderful MetaPWR system, which I'm going to talk about next. All right, so before I transition to that, here are some resources for you to learn more about these oils, to learn how to use them, how to incorporate them. There is a beautiful convention booklet, ebook, that has all of these products listed and then ways to use them. There's a cheat sheet available for you too. And then in our private online community, there's information that I posted there as well. Just do a search for new products 2022 in the group and you'll be able to find those things. All right, so another way that you can learn more about these products is through our post-convention tour. So doTERRA's hitting the road. There's some select cities that will have the privilege of going in and trying these products yourself before you purchase them. So you'll see that there is a general session, you get the education, really highlighting the MetaPWR system, which I'm going to talk to you about here in a bit. But then you also get to experience these oils firsthand, get to go smell them, get to touch them, put them on your skin. And then you can decide. Those of you that attend convention, you'll get a free oil with your purchase there. I forgot what that was. But you know, the same thing applies, free membership, free shipping if it's not available there on site. But we do have some coming up this weekend on the 15th. So if you're in Phoenix, Manhattan, Dallas, Anaheim, or Waikiki happened last weekend, you'll be able to participate in these. And then just you have to go to that link above on the top of the slide there and register. So if you end up going, please let me know. I'd like to get your feedback on these. We had one come by maybe a couple of years ago, or maybe it was before the world went crazy. And it was just a really great opportunity to learn about the oils from the experts, from the scientists, from the people that develop this. So I encourage you, if you are living in any of those locations, that you take some time, spend your Saturday morning with doTERRA. You'll be able to learn a whole lot about these oils. I'm sure they'll do a much better job than Romelia. All right, so one of the most exciting things that has ever happened in doTERRA deals with this MetaPWR system. So I will start off by saying that, one, I haven't tried it yet. Two, my husband and I are going to commit to trying this system for 30 days and providing our feedback. I am one that I welcome feedback from other people. I love for people to share their experiences, but for me to get true buy-in, I have to experience it myself. And I'm honest with you, and I will tell you. I will tell you how I feel. So I'm really looking forward to this, and I'm really looking forward to sharing our journey with you about this. But let's see here. I have notes as well, and let me make sure that I have them in order for you before I get going. So like I said, this is like one of the most exciting things that has happened in doTERRA since the beginning of doTERRA. They've put out some amazing products, like our aromatherapy emotional support line. That's just beautiful. I love that line. Our kids line is gorgeous and so easy and safe for our kids to use. I love our supplements. That's the #1 product that we use every single day here. But this one has me, you guys. This one right here has been intriguing me since it was first released. And I just immediately started going down a list of people that are in my circle that I can see that would benefit from this. But I'm just so excited about it. And I'm still learning. So what I'm sharing with you today is what I've learned up to this point. And I can't wait to continue learning, to experience this so that I can come back and share with you even more goodness from it. So the MetaPWR system you see is right there. And if you remember, this is part of the post-convention toolkit too. So you'll be able to get this system with that. So 2, 3, maybe about a month ago, I shared with you about metabolic health. So wellness does start at a cellular level. And this particular product line works right there at that movement and metabolism level. And it also focuses on nutrition and digestion. So the reason that this line was developed is because about 7% of the US adult population has optimal cardiometabolic health. So that means the rest of us, because I know I'm not in there, that means the rest of us, the other 93% of us, could really use some support. And we could be all over the place, right? Doesn't necessarily mean that we are feeling, the worst of the worst, but it just is not functioning. Our metabolic health is not where it needs to be. It's not optimal. So there's 5 pillars of metabolic health. You'll see healthy eating. And if you look back at our wellness pyramid here, you'll see that this fits into there. I mean, just goes hand in hand, right? So healthy eating, stress management, daily movement, smart supplementation, and healthy connections. So all of this, metabolic health is very complex. There are some systems that we can understand and actually manipulate to improve our metabolic health, but you have to keep in mind that it's just a really complex system that has been researched for years and years and years. And we're still learning about it, right? We're still learning about metabolic health and how we can improve our own systems. So if you think about all those things that really affect our metabolic health, it's really challenging to find balance in those. Because we, even though our intention is there to make healthy choices in our lifestyle every day, we don't. I mean, 2.5 weeks on the road, I guarantee you I ate more crap than what I have eaten in the past 2 to 3 years, right? I'm serious. I'm talking like chocolates and chips and all of that, right? Because I was on vacation, and my healthy lifestyle got put on vacation as well. No guilt. I don't have any guilt, but I know that when I got home, I tell you what, I was just feeling so bloated, so heavy and sluggish. And it took me about 3-4 days to actually get my system feeling like, okay, I'm starting to feel a little bit like myself again. So it can be tricky whether or not, we're intentionally making bad choices or we're doing our best to make those good choices. We've already talked about, our food supply. It's not the same as it was 50, 60 years ago. So our nutritional value just isn't there where we need it to be. So we supplement, but not all supplements are going to work for us, right? So there are lots of things that are coming into play that really, affect our metabolic health. We're getting older. I'm getting older, so my fat cells are definitely maturing. So they don't want to go anywhere. They don't want to move. They just want to hang out. And I could definitely feel those blood sugar spikes when I was making those really bad decisions during the day, and that made me feel more sluggish. That oh my gosh, that chocolate cake that we had at that one restaurant was absolutely divine. But I felt it later that evening. I just felt really sluggish and I just did not feel like myself. I'm grateful for Terrazyme. And then cellular integrity comes in, is an obstacle too. Just like our fat cells are maturing, all of our cells are maturing, right? So they're not as efficient as they need to be, in functioning. And then I mentioned those inferior supplements. We can take 10,000 pills a day, but if they are not in a form that our bodies recognize and absorb, it's not going to support us. Most of that stuff is just going to get released, right? So our metabolism affects everything: our energy, our weight, our body composition, sleep, cognitive performance, our mood. It affects so much. So it's really complex, and it's not just, one piece. So that's what I really love about this system, is that it targets that, right? So our metabolic health and our biological age are not inseparable. And we have some great modern medical technology that's really helping us live longer, right? You get sick, you go see your doctor, and they can give you something to help you live longer. You have a really bad heart, you can go in and get some treatment, and either having a surgery of some kind can improve your lifespan, right? You're going to hang out. But lifespan is not the same thing as health span. Even though we're living longer, our quality of life still isn't improving. And you can see that in that middle dark bluish gray line in that chart there, in that graph, that even though we're living longer, our quality of life really isn't improving, right? So the hallmark of aging starts to appear at 25. So it really, 25, living a quarter of a century is definitely significant. We have things that happen at the cellular level. Our NAD starts to decrease, and we need that NAD. That helps with our metabolic function. It helps with cellular respiration. It helps to, keep our DNA working strong, and it protects the integrity of it. But when that starts to decline, our metabolic function also starts to decline. So enter this beautiful system that targets that aging process, that whole metabolic pathway that deals with maturing fat cells, that deals with cellular integrity. These are some preliminary data that are coming out from this product. So consider this, this is MetaPWR System, which is one part of the system. But the system was designed to work synergistically with one another. These three pieces of the system were designed to work synergistically. So the study results from the first one dealt with the potency and the dosage of MetaAssist. So you'll see here that this was a placebo-based, so it really did follow those, what makes a good clinical trial list of things to do. So this right here shows the post-meal difference in glucose levels. So your darker column there, that is a placebo. That's without taking anything to, target blood glucose. And then you'll see the lighter orange, that this is with the MetaPWR Assist. This is taking it after you've had your largest meal. So for this particular study, they were serving breakfast, the same breakfast to everybody, and giving MetaAssist right after. So you'll see that the post-meal difference in those glucose levels, there wasn't a significant jump. It was pretty low with the MetaAssist. So there wasn't any concerns in safety markers. You'll see that the body itself is designed to work and support those levels when it's functioning normally. However, we tend to go through that, sub-level of optimal metabolic health. So what was going on here is that the MetaAssist was providing these amino acids that bind to an enzyme that deal with that sugar in general, the glucose that deals with metabolizing that carbohydrate. And it was just binding to it to keep it more stabilized. Instead of right away, the body, how can I say this? So instead of our body doing what it's supposed to do with a meal, we just ate all these complex carbs and it starts to digest it, we're going to see those spikes in the glucose levels, right? So think about what you're eating. The more carbs, the more sugar that you're eating, you're going to keep sustaining that spike, right? It's going to keep, because your body needs to get rid of it. You're putting something in, it needs to get rid of it. So it's either going to be used for energy, it's going to be used for storage of fat, or it's going to be eliminated, right? So there really isn't any other place for it to go. So what this MetaPWR Assist did, it bind to those enzymes that metabolize the glucose that we eat, the carbs, the carbs that we eat that metabolize into glucose and kept our blood sugar, kept people's blood sugar at a more stabilized level. In study 2, and this one, the first one was showing, you know, the dosing. So this was a very small dosing. I think it was like 500, and then the other one was more than that. So the second study shows more of the efficacy of MetaPWR Assist. So this too just pointed in that same direction that, you know, your red here is your glucose level, and then your gray is your insulin response. So, you know, insulin comes into play too. And anytime that you have an increase of insulin, your glucose levels go down. And that's just a normal metabolic pathway for us. Insulin signals glucose to move inside the cell, making it available for energy production. But when blood glucose levels are constantly elevated, and we can do this by our lifestyle choices, what we're eating, you know, the sugar, the excess sugar, the processed foods, living a sedentary lifestyle, our pancreas has to pump tons of insulin to stop, to keep up with it. So that speeds up our aging process there. So what the MetaPWR Assist showed is that there was an 11% decrease in glucose levels whenever it was used. And that's really important because it stopped, you know, our pancreas from overworking, for one, and producing excess insulin. And it helped to break down those complex carbs into simple sugars at a much slower rate. So our blood sugar was stabilized, and that's really going to help with those hunger and sugar cravings. So it's a really powerful supplement. And everybody was responding to it differently. And I think what's really important is that this system is going to meet you where you are. So if you really do need a lot of support with your metabolic health, you're going to see and feel the effects immediately, right? If you are typically a healthy person, you typically make really healthy lifestyle choices, you may not see a dramatic difference in maybe your physical appearance, but you will feel differently because it's going to support all those wonderful things that you're doing already. Let's see. So the first part of the system is our metabolic blend, our MetaPWR. For those of you that are familiar with our Slim and Sassy, it is a discontinued product because this one works so much better. It was clinically designed to work in this manner, and it specifically helps us with hunger cravings. So this has a blend of grapefruit, lemon, peppermint, ginger, and cinnamon bark essential oils. Now you're thinking, oh, well, I can just get those oils, you know, and use it that way. But the thing is that there's a certain ratio of these oils in there. And a preclinical study shows that this metabolic blend targets and reduces fat cells when you take it internally. That's really exciting. Limonene is a really high it has a really high concentration of limonene in there, and you've probably heard this because it's one of those clarifying and purifying chemical constituents, but it really is very supportive of a healthy metabolism. And then peppermint oil too has been shown to decrease appetite and enhance exercise performance. So this is available as a gum for those NV lits for those times throughout the day that you really need extra support. Maybe somebody's birthday is in the office and they just bought this beautiful chocolate cake that you just want to dive into. So have a piece of cake, but don't eat it all. So this is going to help you with those sugar cravings. Or maybe, you know, this would have been great to have on the road whenever I really didn't want anything. I just needed to keep my mouth busy, right? And that's when the chips come in. Or the sunflower seeds, which I absolutely love. So you also have an oil, the metabolic blend oil in a 15 ml, and then you have the soft gels. It's going to make it really easy for you to incorporate. We then had the MetaPWR Assist, and this was the data that I was showing you a couple of screens back. So this is the one that you're going to take before the largest meal of the day. This is going to be the one that slows down that production of insulin that's going to slow down the metabolic process of breaking those carbohydrates, those large carbohydrates, into the small sugars that our bodies recognize, absorb, and need for all metabolic functions. But this is a proprietary blend, and it contains a mulberry leaf extract. And this is, because I just cannot pronounce that very well, D&J. And there's preclinical data for this that D&J helps to regulate and stabilize post-meal blood glucose levels, reduce the absorption of carbohydrates and sugar, and contribute to healthy fat metabolism. So these are some pretty strong results of using this product. And I cannot wait till these are actually published, because it's going to show that, you know, we're not just saying these things. We have clinical studies to support what we're saying about this particular system. So it's really exciting, you guys. I can't wait to get my hands on it. And then the last thing that we have in this system is a MetaPWR Advantage with collagen and NMN. So you probably are someone that may take collagen already. So collagen is the most abundant protein in our bodies, right? It's part of our connective tissue. It's the elasticity of our face, so that when as we're aging and we start getting those wrinkles and our skin starts sagging and looking pretty sad, it's because we're not producing enough collagen to keep that healthy, youthful glow, right? So what this particular supplement does, it helps to maintain healthy cell and organ function. It also keeps you mentally energized, but it also contains that NMN that has been shown to increase NADH and NAD production in the body. And if you can recall from a few slides back, the NAD plus and the NADH is all in part of our cellular respiration. So it helps us with cellular energy and producing ATP. We do it, everybody. I mean, it's such an important, we wouldn't be alive without that metabolic cycle there, cellular respiration, because when that starts to break down, the cell eventually dies. So this is really beneficial to cellular health. What makes doTERRA's collagen stand out compared to others is that it contains 9 types of collagen tripeptides from marine sources. So collagen supplements are used to improve skin elasticity, the firmness, to just kind of minimize and reverse the signs of aging. But the thing is, again, with that whole thing of supplementation, if you're selling a $300 product and a $300 product saying, that this does this and this, that supplement better be made in a way that our bodies can actually digest it and use it. And that's the thing about a lot of supplements that are on the market. They're just not formulated or created in a way that we can actually break down and utilize receive the benefits it's supposed to. So this MetaPWR Advantage has all of these wonderful things in there. You have marine collagen, and you can see the list here of the different types of collagen that are in there. So this is the first of its kind on the market. A lot of the collagen supplements that you will find have either 1 or maybe 2 types of collagen peptides in there. And these are tripeptides, so they're even more potent and more effective. So the biggest challenge that's going to be for me personally is that this is a marine collagen. I don't do marine supplements. I don't do fish oil. I'm not vegan, vegetarian, but most of what my lifestyle is my food anyway is pretty much, 90% vegan. But I don't know, I'm really thinking about this one a lot, because it was designed as a system to work in synergy with one another. So I'm going to have to think about this. My husband tells me, if you're going to do this, you need to go all in. And I agree with him. So this might be the one part of my vegetarian lifestyle that caves in. And I'll find a way to justify it for sure. Business, it's for the business, it's for research. Anyway, so I really appreciate the thought that was put into this whole system, because one, it does support whatever healthy lifestyle choices you are making, even if you don't have very many that you're making. This line is going to meet you. The system is going to meet you where you are. So if you need more support, you're going to get more support. If you need just a little because you're generally healthy and you make good choices, then you're just going to get a little support from it. But everybody can benefit from it. It does maximize glucose and energy management. I think that's really fabulous. Not going to expand more on that, but I think you can use your imagination and what you know already about blood glucose levels to know who is going to benefit from this just wonderfully. And it helps to, smooth out those really high peaks of glucose in the blood. So that's really going to help with our cravings, with, choosing better, choosing our foods better, because we may not want that sugar. I think that was the number one takeaway that I was hearing from a lot of people, is that they were losing their sugar cravings. And if you've been around here for a while, I love my cakes, my pies, I love my scones, my muffins, all of those things. I love sweets, I love dessert, I love ice cream. So it's going to be really interesting to see how that changes for me. I don't eat the whole cake anymore, except when I'm on vacation, but I do like my cake, and we'll see how this affects me with that. But yeah, I can't wait to try this. Like I said, it's a 3-part system. You have your MetaPWR metabolic blend. You have different ways of ingesting it: the oil, the beadlets, the gum, the soft gel. Your second step is your MetaPWR Assist that you're going to take during the largest meal of the day. That's going to be the one that helps balance out your blood glucose, right? And then you have your MetaPWR Advantage. This is your collagen. So you're going to take 1 sachet a day. It's in a powdered form, which really helps. That's what makes it really different, one, from the other products that are on the market. It's not a liquid form. You don't have to refrigerate it. You don't have to think about, where you're going to pack it to take with you. This is a little sachet that you can carry it with you, add it to your water, and take it. It really helps to maintain the integrity of the product, but it also eliminates the need for all those added preservatives and things that you will find in drinks and, all that stuff. We don't need any more of that. Our bodies are already taxed enough, and just with the food choices that we make. So it's really a revolutionary system here. And you can get that as a standalone system. If you're looking at the post-convention kit and you're thinking, well, that's just a bit too much, I'm not really interested in that, and that, but this system is speaking to me, you can get this on your LRP. And then, of course, if you do that through LRP, you're going to get a free balance with it. Add 30 more to that. Maybe I'll show you some ideas here to get your free Adaptiv. And this is also an enrollment kit for new members. You're going to get a free membership along with this. So some things to consider if you're working on digestion: add a Terrazyme or PV Assist to this, or maybe a Digestin roller, something to get your free Adaptiv capsules. If you're working on your emotions, why don't you try a Copaiba soft gel? That is a wonderful way to support your nervous system, or even an Adaptiv roller. It has to be 30 PV more to get the free Adaptiv capsules. If you're working on sleep, try a Serenity soft gel. Vetiver. I love this Vetiver Touch. It makes it so easy to use and apply. If you're working on immunity and respiratory, maybe the On Guard soft gels, which, that's what kept us going these past 2 weeks, you know, with the long travel, the long days, the completely out of sync with everything that we do. We took our On Guard every single day. And a breathe roller. This is great for respiratory and immune support. If you're looking at your hormone health, whether if you're a man, black pepper and rosemary, awesome for men's health, or women's health. You can lean into the women's health bundle. You need it if you're my age. Definitely need that if you're my age. Hair and nail bundle. That's what kept me from killing the kids and the dogs in the back of the van. 2 weeks we were on the road. Yeah. Anyway, hair and nail bundle. Your yarrow palm capsules is a great addition, and also rosemary. And then for fitness, turmeric and deep blue stick. So these are just some ideas on how you can maximize your purchase to get, if you're a member, to get your free balance, but for anyone to get your free Adaptiv capsules. It's worth it, man. If you want more information on this MetaPWR system, we do have a handout for you, as well as back into our group, more information along the new products. Here's an invitation for you. A group of us are really looking at, you know, having our own experiences and having our own stories to share. We've heard a lot about this line, and we have talked to people. I have seen people face to face that are just showing amazing results from this. But you know, we want to try it ourselves, right? And like my husband says, if you're going to do it, go all in. So we're going to do a 30-day MetaPWR challenge that's going to start on the 17th. So 1 week from today, which is Monday, you can go and get your kit. It'll get here in time. And we're going to start on October 17th. So this is going to be 30 days of ongoing support for you. We're going to eliminate the guesswork for you. There's no reason that you need to come up with your own system, your own tracking charts. We're going to do all that for you. We're going to give you a step-by-step guide to using this whole new line. We're going to give you some, you know, some support, some live discussions, give you some accountability groups. Accountability is huge, especially when you're implementing something new, and definitely when dealing with a lifestyle change, because that's what this is. This is definitely a lifestyle change. This is for somebody who is ready to stop feeling tired, ready to let go of that excess weight, ready to sleep better, ready to just feel good when you wake up in the morning, get better sleep, you know, all of those things that are targeted by our, that are results of our metabolic health or enhanced by metabolic health. We'll have a great welcome gift for you. We're going to do some giveaways throughout the 30 days. And then for those of you that don't have a current doTERRA account, you're going to get your free 1-year wholesale account with this MetaPWR system. So our challenge begins on October 17th. You can sign up there at that link, bit.ly/CWE Meta Challenge. So that's all lowercase, you guys. And if you can't seem to log in or get to it, please reach out to me so that we can get that information over to you. Let's get you started. Let's get your kit, and join us on the 17th as we move through this 30-day system. I can't wait to see and share your transformation with you. I'm really excited for what this is going to mean for my family, for my husband and me. I'm so excited to try it. So go ahead and sign up there. And just to continue our education, here's our schedule for this month. On Wednesday, October 12th, we're going to talk about balance. We're going to talk about stress management with EFT. If you don't know what that is, you definitely want to hang out. And then we'll do some essential spooky treats at the end of the month. Just some of the things that we've done before, you know, after going out and trick-or-treating it or sharing with friends. It's just something really fun that we can do. And, you know, Wellness Wednesdays are all about wellness, different aspects of wellness. So I'm extending an invitation here for any of you that are in the health and wellness fields. If you'd like to partner up to host a session for us here online, it'll be us two together. I wouldn't just throw you out there, but I'd love to know what's in our community. I love to discover new resources and new partners, so that if we have people in our community that can really benefit from your services, I definitely want to share that with them. So please make sure that you join us. And if you're interested, reach out to me. So you can always connect with us in these places here. Our Facebook group, there's a lot of information in there, some recipes, some tips, some usages. There's some resources in there too. Our Instagram, pretty much looking at just our lifestyle and how we incorporate these oils and this business of ours into our home. Our YouTube video has all the recordings of our Wellness Wednesdays, and we have a newsletter that goes out every week, and then I try to capture it all on our website. So there's different ways that you can stay connected with us, and I invite you to become part of our community. I definitely want to see you in our challenge. If you know already that this product line is something that you or somebody in your family can benefit with. And it's always great to do this with a group of people too, you know, so that you can get that ongoing support. All right, so thank you guys so much for your grace and understanding as we were traveling, and then this whole, I don't know what happened to our internet. With the rain, it always fizzes out. It's just the weirdest thing. And it's Xfinity, which is supposed to be the best, right? At least in our area. But anyway, thank you guys so much for being here, for allowing me to share this. And if you have any questions, you can either post them below the video or you can reach out to me. But do connect with us one way or another and really think about this challenge if you're ready to make a completely different lifestyle for yourself and for your family. All right. Thanks so much. Peace.